Flying by the seat of my pants today. Hello! Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hopefully everything is coming through all right. This is an extremely last-second thing. Let's take a look at some Sonic Frontiers. I'm a sweaty mess.
IGN First for the month of June 2022 is all about Sonic Frontiers. We've got gameplay, we've got previews.
I was a little intrigued by the... I
changed
my settings on here real quick. Holy cow.
All month long, we'll
oh, is it going to be weird? It's going to be weird.
When the game makes
I'll have to clean this up for the VOD later.
First up, we've got the world premiere gameplay focusing on exploring the mysterious island that Sonic suddenly finds himself stranded on at the start of the game. Be sure to stick with IGN throughout June so you don't miss anything. Until then, here's your first look at gameplay.
So obviously there's a... Oh, that wasn't my countdown. That was their countdown. Obviously... Oop. There we go. There's a lot of E3-esque news going on this month, thanks to E3 not being a thing. Hey, I remember that exact thing in Sonic 06. There's been a lot of interesting comparisons to Sonic 06 on this, partly due to like the kind of larger like looking scope of it and some of the more realistic aspects in there, as well as some of the like awkward beta-ish looking things that are going on in some of the whoa, that's way too bright. There we go. Better. Okay. Some of the beta-ish looking things in the teaser from yesterday. Okay. This feels like... It almost feels like more of an engine trailer than anything. Like, we're having a lot of really slower meandering... Okay. So it's interesting. A little bit of this gives me like a vague Crackdown vibe with the verticality of it. I'm very intrigued because like one of the bigger problems with a lot of open world games is the tendency for some of that space to feel sort of open and dead. I'm a big fan of Twilight Princess, and even Twilight Princess at times... Okay, so hearts, so crystal heart things. Even Twilight Princess at times in Hyrule Field, it just kind of felt like this big, giant, open space with not a lot going on. So it's kind of this weird mix of, especially with Sonic games having a sort of theme parky vibe. Another heart there. So I guess that's kind of maybe the main collectible in the same vein as like Power Moons. So Sonic always has a feeling of being sort of theme parky in its own way, and I'm curious how they're going to make the whole world feel not like, essentially not like it's just a set of small little things all over the place as opposed to like a larger whole, you know? It's sort of tricky because you have games like Mario or Crackdown or Zelda where there's a sort of sense of... with Mario and Crackdown both being kind of platformer-based in a certain sense, especially Crackdown 3, there's sort of like you can just kind of go anywhere and they can put things anywhere, but with Sonic he's still very platform... Like he's very much a platforming character in a platforming series, but his platforming has always felt a little bit more linear, and it's felt like you kind of have to go along a path to get to something as opposed to being able to just explore freely. Like, Sonic has never been known for his vertical traversal abilities. He's been more of a horizontal. Okay. What's going on with that door? Oh, okay. That was a crazy puzzle, you guys. Alright. It's almost got like a Stargate vibe to it. Are the question marks there to mark off whether you've solved the local puzzle for a heart or not? Okay. Was it a... What was that? Ooh, we got a little, maybe a boss arena? It's like a giant web. Or not, or we're just traveling. Okay. Nice, grind rail park going on up there. So, like, low-key, one of the concerns that I've had with Sonic Frontiers from the beginning is, so I like Breath of the Wild a lot, but I have a hard time ranking it highly as a Zelda game because it doesn't really feel in a lot of ways like a Zelda game. Like, it controls mostly like a Zelda game, and it's got a plot of a Zelda game, but, like, the general gameplay experience is so different from what I usually consider a Zelda game that, you know, I have gone back to play it a little bit since. I haven't, like, gone back and replayed the whole game, whereas I have with a bunch of other Zelda games and a bunch of other Sonic games, too. And I'm a little bit anxious as to whether this is going to ultimately feel really like a Sonic game, or if it's just going to feel like an open-world game where you move fast and can grind. All right, so this is gonna be one of those fill all the blocks one at a time puzzles. Yep. Up. Whoop. Oh, they're going a different way. No, that's wrong. I mean, if you can jump, then it's fine. Nope. You want to go up first and then left. Up, up, left, round that corner, and then immediately go down, and then, yep, and wiggle up there. There you go. Ta-da! Okay, so completing a puzzle means that you then are, like, shown essentially where a collectible of some sort is. It's not really... They look like berries or something. Okay. All right. I mean, that was interesting. Oh, and that was it. Okay.
If you're thinking about buying solar panels, don't.
No.
The U.S.
There we go. Okay. So... Oh, whoops. That's not what I was trying to do. Can I just... No, let's just do this. Yeah, so... That was interesting. It felt like maybe... I don't know, the lead up to that was a little bit higher expectations, I guess, in terms of what we might be seeing. Like, I guess it's a decent example of some of the open world mechanics that we're going to see. We saw some grinding. We saw some whatever that move was that he like did the circle around the torches. We saw the little hamster wheel maneuver there. We saw the very Zelda-y square like clearing puzzle. So we saw a few things here and there. I assume... I don't know. I don't know what to assume. I don't know a ton about the game. I've been kind of intentionally keeping myself a bit more in the dark, just to, you know, keep the surprise. But, I don't know. The biggest thing to me about stuff like Breath of the Wild and even stuff like Twilight Princess is that a lot of times those open areas kind of feel a little bit lonely in a certain sense, and it can be fun to explore, but at the same time, if it's just massive for the sake of being massive, it can be kind of difficult to get behind. Like, I don't want to like shit all over it. I don't want to like dismiss it or anything like that. I'm just like, I don't know. I was hoping this might wow me a little bit more, but most of this has basically been here are a few really standard Sonic mechanics. Here's you know, his new main move, and here's a couple different like puzzle types. Which puzzles usually aren't much of a thing in Sonic, generally speaking. Every now and then a 3D game will pull out some puzzles, but usually it's not like a whole thing. Wow, I got the weirdest fucking cowlick going on in the back there. Holy cow. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm still excited for the game in general. I'm anxious about it because it's been like the last real Sonic games that we got before this, the 30th anniversary, now a year after the 30th anniversary, were the games we got for the 25th anniversary, which were Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces, and Team Sonic Racing. We haven't gotten like a real Sonic game since then, and it's been something I've been sort of nervous about in general with some of the more I guess legacy video game franchises, is that we've gone from a point where, you know, we had perhaps too many of those games coming out all the time, Mario and Zelda, and actually Zelda's usually not been too bad about it, but Sonic for sure. Kirby had a lot for a little while in there. We're reaching a point where maybe less with Kirby. Kirby's actually been pretty good about putting something out every year or two and having it be quality, but you know, Mario and Sonic in particular, and Zelda as well, have all been slowing down a lot in terms of how long it's been. For Zelda, not counting HD ports, I believe the last one was Breath of the Wild, which was 5 years ago now, and is going to be closer to 6 by the time it comes out. And then same thing with Sonic. It's been basically 5 years since the last real Sonic game. We're reaching a point where like these development times are gargantuan, and Breath of the Wild was really you know, and ultimately, you know, was lauded and had all these accolades and things, and people were generally really fond of it, which is great. But it's such a risk, because if the game doesn't work, then you have just spent half a decade on one game that people don't like, which is really risky, to put it lightly. Cyberpunk is still sort of dealing with that at this point. I guess it's true. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity did come out in the meantime, and I think Cadence of Hyrule as well, though both of those were outside studios that handled those. Cadence of Hyrule from the Necro Dancer team, and Hyrule Warriors is what, Koei Tecmo, I think. So yeah, I don't know. So it hasn't been like nothing in the franchise, but it's certainly the last Zelda game that wasn't a port or a remake was Breath of the Wild 1. And ultimately, Link's Awakening was extremely close to the original in most regards. I think the secret seashells and some of the diagonal controls were like the biggest changes, along with the Dampy's kind of dungeon extra thing. But regardless, yeah, I don't know. It's been kind of a long time since the last real Zelda game, and it just kind of makes me a little bit nervous. The other thing I wanted to check out today, and I think it should be good now, is I wanted to check out, I haven't watched it yet, so no, I know it's only 3 minutes long, it's not showing off a lot, but no, please no spoilers until the video's over. I wanted to take a look at whoop, let's scroll it back here. Oh no, not like that. Oh god. Hang on a second. Oh my god. No. There we go. I want to take a look at the Scarlet and Violet second trailer that came out. Super short. I've heard some buzz. I haven't read the buzz. I've seen that there is buzz. So I'll be curious to see what we got here. I wonder if we'll get any of like the plot. I wonder if we'll get any of evolution, see the legendaries. We got our school kid outfits that I really will be racing to, you know, getting something else. Orange and grape. Oh, that's adorable. I guess maybe like a blood orange or something. I don't know. Ooh, okay. Professor Sada, Professor Turo. Oh, we have different professors per game. Okay. All right. Oh, I love all three of these guys. It's actually gonna be extremely hard for me to choose. You don't get all three of them. I would be extremely happy if you get all three of them. All right. Look at this guy. Is that our Pika clone for this gen? He's cute. The power of science is amazing. We got our hometown guy. Oh, you can do 4-way adventure stuff this time. That's cool. All right. Cool. Right, out in like a canyon area. Oh, Fletchling! Flappy. Or not Flappy. That's... Ooh. Looks kind of like somewhere between like an Oddish, a C-Dot. That's cool. All right. Yeah, the upgrades here, as well as in Pokemon Legends Arceus, are apparent. Like, oh, I love this piggy! Oh my goodness. LeChonk. Oh. Oh, I love him immediately. That's great. Yeah, this feels like the game that I think I've wanted Pokemon in 3D to be for a long time. I guess X and Y and those were fine. On the Switch, it's been kind of touch and go, but Bagon and Axew there. Venonat. Nice. Oh, get some familiar folks. Ooh, Cryogonal. Not the one I was expecting to show up. Gengar. So John can murder one again. LeChonk is my favorite thing ever right now. Okay. Oop. We're getting our glimpse of something wild. I made a bet with Peter, with Carnium, that the legendaries were going to incorporate Infra and Ultra in some way into their names. Ooh. All right. Interesting. Very mechanical looking. One looked like he had a wheel chest. The other one had, like, jet turbines. Yo. Okay. I can get behind both of these. These are fun. Ah. Nice. Okay. Oh, is that the official box art? That's fun. Releasing worldwide November 18th. Yep, pretty much what I was expecting. Pretty much right on the dot. All right. That's cool. I'll get behind that. Ooh. Fun little crystal thing there. Okay. Yeah, so, okay. Neat. Yeah, Infra Scarlet and Ultra Grape, I guess. Maybe they'll go off the Spanish names for, like, Orange and Grape or something. I don't know what those are. Oh, no, actually, that's not true. I know Orange, Naranja. I'm probably botching that so hard. I'm so bad at the difference between a J and X and a double L in Spanish. It's my biggest weakness right now. I think the J is more of a H. No, because that's an X. It's like Mexico. Naranja? I don't know. Anyway, Koraidon and Miraidon. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, they've been a little Digimon-y for a while. It's definitely true. Oh, are those the English names as well, or are those the Japanese ones? Let's see. Yeah, Koraidon and Miraidon. All right. Interesting. I'm curious what the etymology they're going with out of those are. Oh, okay. Mirai means future or the world to come, which makes sense. It was a very futuristic one with the kind of engine-y sort of situation there. And then is Korai the past? Yeah, which can mean ancient, refer to the past. Yeah. Okay. All right. Past and future was not the pairing that I was expecting there at all. Let me see if I can try pulling it up. I don't know. It's probably gonna make a bunch of noise and such, but let me see what we got here. It's also a question of whether it's just gonna like be a huge mess. Or if it'll well, there's the trailer that's there. I can't like scroll down. Hang on a second. Let me I hate that it has to be visible for me to do this. Yeah, this is all just general news. Trailers in here. I don't want it to just play again though. Yeah, November 18th. Get that. We get those. Yeah, Koraidon, Miraidon. Whoops. Oh, we got multiple pages here. Okay. Yeah, we got various stuff from the actual trailer. All right. Well, I want to go back to the page I was just on. Oh, God. Can I... Oh, Jesus. It's not going to let me. Let me try it like this. Yeah. Meet the characters. 2 different professors. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. Oh, okay. So I didn't really get a good look at their outfits before. So, okay. So Scarlet is very much a past-focused kind of vibe, whereas Violet is a very futuristic vibe. Okay. It would almost be neat if the games themselves were sort of sequential in a way. Like if they both kind of took place opposite each other in the same, like if they both occurred essentially, but one was in the past and one was in the future and went along like similar kind of ways. I don't know. So I guess Nimona is going to be our rival or some guy, kind of friend along the way. All right. Yeah, I think the open world nature of it is going to mean no padlock for this one either. More than likely, I do want to keep an eye out. If it seems like there's distinct areas, who knows? I've got a couple other things I was considering doing with it, so we'll see there. But yeah, I don't know. This seems pretty neat. I'm looking forward to this one for sure. I definitely want to play it. I definitely want to get my hands on it. Everything is so expressive and nice. I honestly, we were just talking about how it's been taking longer and longer for Mario and Zelda and Sonic games to come out. If they had just been working on this instead of like Let's Go and Sword and Shield, and they dropped this, we'll say a year earlier because they were focused on Inset or something, I feel like this would, like, they would have had no issues with their with like how people were viewing the I was got different outfits for the two also. With how people were viewing the franchise at this point. Like I feel like they really kind of really feel like they kind of shot themselves in the foot by like making sure they were pushing stuff out the door. But this looks great. This looks really solid. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be curious to see more about it. And I think I'm going to call it here. I would love to hear people's thoughts on this down in the comments below. And yeah, looking forward to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Should be pretty good. I'm also looking forward to Sonic Frontiers. I'm just a little bit more on the fence with that one right now, so we'll see how that goes. But all right, cool. Well, thank you guys very much for hanging out with me for this. This was a fun ride. I'll catch you later on. Jeff's going to be streaming something new tonight over on Twitch, twitch.tv/dpatfm. So you can head on over there and see what he's going to be up to later tonight. And I'll be streaming tomorrow. So